Hey guys, it's Jovi, and we are here to talk about this breaking story. Okay, if you might have just woken up, you might have ran out your house before looking at the news. Okay, former CNN anchor and current YouTuber Don Lemon was just arrested by immigration and customs enforcement officers. Okay, um, this is crazy. Okay, this is crazy. I guess F this First Amendment. It is bananas. Okay, we're going to get into that in a minute. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video. Like it now because you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please like, please subscribe, okay? Follow me on my social media platforms. So I woke up this morning, we just gonna jump into this, okay? I woke up this morning and I jumped on to the Twitter, all right, because we know it's still Twitter for me, okay? It's still Twitter for us, just to see what was going on. No, that's a lie. I opened up. Twitter was the second place I saw it. I opened up YouTube, okay, to see just to scroll YouTube. All right. I was minding my business early in the morning, watching some Country Wayne skits that I missed last night. And the next thing I know, I see a report from, hold on, I see a report from Don Lemon's lawyer. Okay. I posted it. Let me hold up. I got it on my phone. I posted it. I am just, let me show you. I'm not even going to pull it up. I'm not even going to pull it up. Okay. I saw it 9 minutes in. Okay. It says Don Lemon was taken into custody by federal agents last night in Los Angeles. Now, Don is out in LA. You know, he's from here in New York. Okay. I guess they didn't want to come over here in New York. I don't know what's happening. LA is a shit show right now, but whatever. He's out in LA about to, he's on the Grammys. He's not on the Grammys. He's covering the Grammys, right? He's been promoting it all weekend. I saw it yesterday that he was going to be out covering the Grammys, okay? Let me tell y'all the statement from Abby Lowell, attorney for Don Lemon. It says Don Lemon was taken into custody by federal agents last night in Los Angeles, where he was covering the Grammy Awards. Don has been a journalist for 30 years, and his constitutional protocol work in Minneapolis was no different than what he has always done. The First Amendment exists to protect journalists whose role is to shine light on the truth and hold those in power accountable. There is no more important task for people like Don Lemon to be doing this work. Instead of investigating the federal agents who unalived two peaceful Minnesota protesters, the Orangina Justice Department is devoting its time, attention, and resources to this arrest. And that is the real indictment of wrongdoing in this case. The unprecedented attack on the First Amendment and transparent attempt to distract attention from the many crises facing this administration will not stand. Don will fight these charges vigorously and thoroughly in court. Y'all, they arrested a journalist for doing their damn job. Okay, Don, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked in the year of 2026. Nothing shocks us, but this is diabolical. Okay, they're falling apart. Okay, the whole bullshit, they're falling apart. People have been gunned down. We've watched people be gunned down last week. Okay, you are mad that a reporter, okay, because at the end of the day, that's what Don Lemon is. He's a reporter, reported on incidents that was happening in Minnesota. Okay, this is just like reporters who go to other countries and are in the field, okay, reporting on what's transpiring when during a war. There are reporters right now reporting on the wars in Ukraine. There's reporters right now who are unalived reporting on what is occurring in Gaza, or what's happening in Gaza. Okay? This is their job. This is America. Okay? We heard last week, before it's cool to bring guns and AR-15s to peaceful protest. Okay? Look at the Rittenhouse guy. All right? Last week they talking now it's a backtrack because the other side is attempting to bring weapons to defend themselves. Okay, people have a right to report on what is happening. Journalists, people who are here in this world to speak the truth. The revolution will be televised. I'm praying for Don Lemon. I am just taken aback. Mind you, I have an AP article pulled up. I'm about to read it to you. Journalist Don Lemon was arrested in connection with an anti-immigration protest that disrupted a service in Minnesota, in a Minnesota church, and increased tensions between residents and the Trump administration, his lawyers said Friday. Lemon was arrested by federal agents in LA, where he had been covering the Grammy Awards. Okay. It is unclear what charges Lemon is facing for the January 18th protest. This shit sounds crazy, okay? The arrest came after a fucking judge. This is where we want it, because they attempted this, okay? And a judge was like, what are we talking about? A journalist doing a journalist's job is, what are we referring to? Okay, but okay. After a judge last week rejected prosecutors' initial bid to charge the journalist, because why are you charging a journalist for doing their fucking job? Lemon was let go from CNN in 2023, has said he has no affiliation to the organization that went into the church, and that he was there as a journalist, and I'm just so taken aback. I'm stumbling over my words at this point. I'm so taken aback. He was there as a journalist, chronologically protest. Don has been a journalist for 30 years. Okay, we read that part already. Attorney General Pam Bondi posted on social media Friday morning confirming the arrest of Lemon and 3 others who were present during the protest at Cities, that the name is Cities Church in St. Paul's, where a local official said U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement serves as a pastor. Okay, I don't even understand how you can be an immigration and customs enforcement officer doing the diabolical things that these people are doing and also be a pastor. But okay. Since he left CNN, Lemon has joined the legion of journalists who have gone into business for himself, posting regularly on YouTube. He hasn't hidden his disdain for Orangina, yet during his online show from the church, he said repeatedly, "I'm not here as an activist, I'm here as a journalist." He described the scene in front of him and interviewed churchgoers and demonstrators, because that's what he did. That's his job. Okay, shortly after the first attempt to charge him fell through, he predicted on his show that the administration would try again. And guess what? He said, "Here I am, keep trying. That's not going to stop me from being a journalist. That's not going to diminish my voice. Go ahead, make me into the new Jimmy Kimmel. Man, listen, if you want. Just do it, because I'm not going anywhere. A prominent civil rights attorney and 2 other people involved in a protest were arrested last week. Prosecutors have accused them of civil rights violation for disrupting the church service. The Justice Department launched a civil rights investigation after the group interrupted services by chanting "Ice Out" and "Justice for Renee Good." This is before the recent shooting. Oh my goodness. Okay. Justice for Renee Good, referring to the 37-year-old mother of 3 who was fatally unalived by immigrations and customs enforcement officers. Okay, you know, the people who are supposed to be at the airport, those people. Okay, well, they couldn't even. Let me. The lower level of those people, because these immigration officers that are running around America right now doing the devil's work, okay, they couldn't even pass a background check to be at the airport. So the lower level immigration officers, let's just keep it above, because I'm fucking tired. I'm exhausted. I'm just, what the fuck? Listen loud and clear. We do not tolerate it. We do not tolerate attacks on places of worship, Attorney General Pon Bondi wrote in social media post last week. City churches belong to the Southern Baptist Convention and lists one of his pastors as David Easterwood, who leads an immigration and customs enforcement field office. He leads the office, y'all. Many Baptist churches have pastors who also work other jobs. Okay, well, duh. The Justice Department's swift investigation into the church disruption stands in contrast to its decision not to open a civil rights investigation into Good's unaliving by an immigration and customs enforcement officer. The department has not said whether it will open a civil rights probe into the unaliving of 37-year-old Alex Pretty by immigration and customs officers. We need to keep saying that. These people are not the feds. They are not the CIA. They ain't even NYPD. They're immigration and customs officers. The people who make sure you don't bring in peanuts from another country. Instead of investigating the federal agents who unalived 2 peaceful Minnesota protesters, the Orangina Justice Department is devoting its time, attention, and resources to this arrest, and that is a real indictment of wrongdoing in this case. Don's lawyer says. Listen, Don Lemon, I watched Don Lemon. I'm actually a member to Don Lemon's channel. Okay, I watched Don Lemon. I thoroughly enjoy the ex CNN and I'm just so MNSB. Give me a second. Let me get some. No, I got water right here. I'm about to say, let me go get some water. Because this is just crazy. By the MNSB, whatever. The ex-newscasters who were let go because the news stations are owned by people who fund Orangina's and his bullshit. Just like a lot of these newspapers out here. Because there's only about 2 people and 2 companies that own every goddamn thing. They were let go and they got their asses up here on YouTube. And they're giving us the news every fucking day. Don Lemon does 2 shows a day. Don Lemon has been here for about, a year? And already amassed over 1 million subscribers. And is kicking ass. Don Lemon is doing, I was just watching his New Year's show on New Year's. These people are disgusting. Like the article said, there is no investigation into the people who literally unalived 2 American citizens. Shit, it's like 5 of them. It's like 5 of them, really, that has recently been unalived by these worthless sons of bitches. I said it, I'm tired. By these worthless sons of bitches. By these retards who couldn't even get into the military. These are fucking rejects. These are fucking rejects thinking they are playing Call of Duty on American streets. And these reporters who are independent, Don Lemon, Joy Reid, fuck Midas Touch is doing shit. We are doing the work that should be done. And they want to arrest that man like he wasn't just reporting on a protest that he found out was gonna happen. We literally have watched Anderson Cooper run into a fucking storm. We have watched Anderson Cooper. I love Anderson Cooper. This ain't a shot towards him, but I'm just saying. Or on war, reporting on wars in the battlefield. That is what these reporters do. And you mad at Don for doing his damn job, his First Amendment right? Because he's a black man in America, and you mad he didn't just shut the fuck up? Absolutely not. I'm gonna jump into these comments in a minute because I am so Don Lemon will be okay. We will pray for Don Lemon and his safe release from immigration officers. Like Don wasn't fucking born in Louisiana. Like he ain't, like, what the fuck is they going, like what? Like what? We'll pray for Don Lemon's safe return. And I put it on God. Jimmy Kimmel's comeback ain't gonna have nothing on Lemonation. Nothing. If you don't already follow Don Lemon YouTube channel, y'all subscribers, go follow it. If you don't already follow Don Lemon here on YouTube, okay, I don't care if you only follow gossip and celebrity news channels. Take your ass over there when you get off of here. Pause this bitch. Go over there and lower the screen. Put his name in the chat and make sure you subscribe. We're over this. It's over. Let's jump into some of these comments. That's what it was. It's because he stood on on the facts. He said what needed to be said. He did not have an organization like CNN anymore hushing him up. Like I said, I watch Don Lemon often. At least once every 2 days, I catch Don Lemon. I saw the show after the whole, I think he had Joy up there. It was like a couple people up there. And they were talking about this situation. And they were talking about the church situation and, you know, what they were trying to do. It's like this. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, there is such a thing as the First Amendment right. We practice the First Amendment right in other fucking countries when we go and report on the wars happening, the famines happening everywhere. Reporters have died to speak truth for truth. They fired him and they couldn't keep him down. So now they want to arrest him and try to prove a point. To who? To who? Because it's just up from here. You thought it was bad before. No, it's up. It's up. I don't see y'all arresting Joe Rogans and them for doing the shit that they do. Everything that this administration think they are going to do to us and the people who follow this administration, I'm putting y'all asses in it too. We're not nice leftists anymore. If that was the thought, if you think it can't happen, it's gonna happen. You should be very afraid to reap everything you have sown during this time. We're watching. We're taking notes. The same surveillance you think you're trying to use on us and powers, illegal powers that you're trying to use on fucking reporters, on 5-year-old children. Did y'all hear that 5-year-old little boy is extremely sick now? Did y'all hear that? Because of the fucking New York City Rikers Island ain't as dirty and nasty and uninhabitable as some of these detention centers they have out here that they're putting these children in. Of God? Your God is Orangina. You know nothing of God. You know nothing of God. God is going to spite you. God is going to you will reap everything you sow. Every fucking thing. And to use God's name in vain, so you a pastor, but run an immigration and customs enforcement office that is out here unaliving people in the streets? I heard that what's his name, Holmes or whatever, the one they sent to Minneapolis to take over. He's a Catholic, chasing down Catholics in the street. This shit is going to go down in infamy. This whole last 10 years are going to be its own fucking textbook in school. You will reap everything that you sow. Ain't nothing good gonna come to you. Nothing good gonna come to you. Please don't forget to like this channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on my what? Please don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow. Please like. Please subscribe. I'm going to drop the link down below. And I'm going to jump into these comments. Because, oh my fucking God. This is where we at. We are arresting. We are arresting reporters for reporting. Can you imagine if they did this during Watergate? Can you, like, you will reap everything that you sow. God, I don't even do, I keep saying that shit because I really don't do religion. I really don't. But like, how, Sway? How do you miss it? How do you scream you are any sort of Christian or any sort of American and behave so and do the things and champion horrid shit? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. I dropped the link in case anybody want to come up. Please don't forget to donate to the channel. All the information is going down below. We're going to jump into these comments right now, just really fast. This is insane. He was not a part of nothing. He interviewed the church people. He interviewed the protesters. He interviewed, like, because that's his job, right? So bad. At the end of this, everybody who works at Fox News should be incarcerated, right? Right? Every fucking body. From the cameraman up, everybody, right? From the makeup artist up, right? Remember what y'all asked for. Tony says he has a voice and no one should be able to control what he says. He works for himself. Let's not forget that. This is freaking insane. I woke up like, what? At the Grammys? So desperate. We still didn't. You can do all of this. It doesn't change. We did not forget that y'all are murdering people in the street. We did not forget that you are a bunch of pedos who is attempting to distract from the files you refuse to release. We did not forget everything that you have done or continue to do. You're not scaring anybody. You should be afraid because everything you do is going to come back to you. Every fucking thing. Everything. That's the no, he went to unalive people who were minding their business protesting. Pulled out an AR-15 and unalived people because he didn't like what they were saying. Did you hear of Renee pulling out a gun and trying to unalive people in the streets? How about the man who, Mr. Pretty, who had actually had his legal gun on him? He ain't pull out no gun. I just saw a report yesterday on someone who literally ran over a protester. who went to run over a protester. Wickedness. You are wicked. You are horrible human beings. This is not about Republican and Democrat. This is not about left and right. This is not about none of that shit. This is about good versus fucking evil. You're fucking evil. This is about humanity and fucking monsters. You're the fucking monster. You're the bad guy in this. I saw someone say yesterday that a lot of these douchebags, especially the new immigration and customs officers who think they out here playing fucking Call of Duty on the streets of New York, who live in their mother's basement, are comic book readers, right? A lot of them, they live in their mother's basements. They love their little comic books. And they is not crossed their minds that they're not fucking Superman. You're not the good guys in the comic. If this was a comic book, you're not the good guys. You're Lex Luthor's fucking henchman. You're the bad guys. You are the bad guys. And playing and trying to feign ignorance to that fact does not change that fact. How is Don Lemon not a journalist when he went to school for journalism and has been a journalist for the last 30 years? You sound dumb because, again, you want to be in denial of what kind of horrible human being you are. You could be in denial. It doesn't change the fact that you're a horrible human being. An enforcement agent was the pastor, not thought. The lawyer who set up, because she was a lawyer, something who set up a protest, know for a fact that they acknowledge that the pastor is an immigration and enforcement officer who runs a whole team out here abusing and unaliving people in the fucking streets. Just because you don't want to acknowledge it doesn't make it not true. Jamie says she watched Don Lemon every day. What the fuck does spitting on an off? Oh, so somebody just said, because there's a video of Petty a couple days a couple days before the situation spitting towards an officer. So you telling me because you are offended by horrendous behavior and you spit towards somebody, you should be shot 9 to 10 times. Remember that when it's your turn. That's at this point, that's all. That's what I got for y'all. Remember that when it's your turn. We're going to remember it. All of us are going to remember it. Remember that when it's your turn. Because this time, unlike the Civil War, we're not just going to say, all right, y'all ain't going to just say, all right, we give up, cool, we go back down, we go back home. We ain't going back home. You will be held accountable. Remember them databases that everybody think we're supposed to be afraid of? You should be afraid. When they start pulling y'all asses out, y'all houses, and charging y'all motherfuckers for treason, you know what treason is punishable by? You wouldn't, because you don't care about the Constitution no more. You were actively trying to destroy this country and this world. Well, fuck, not the world. The world gonna fuck around and move on without us. They keep trying. But there's going to be a time where I keep telling y'all, remember, I've said this before. You know, those Mockingbird movies, you know, movies where America, right, is in a disarray, right? It's like the Mockingjay, all that wild shit, right? We see the movie, and the movie shows us the districts of America, right? All this crazy, wild fuck shit that's going on. You know what I said, I've been saying this, and I'll repeat it on this live. They don't show the rest of the world. The rest of the world has moved on. The rest of the world is just fine. It's this bitch that's always on the verge of falling the fuck apart because y'all are horrible people. You're the dirt bags of Europe that they sent here because you couldn't make it over there. It's this bitch that's always in some movie like that, and you don't see the rest of the world. You don't even see Canada or Mexico in the shit. Just isolated and destructive. Thank you, girl. I was stuck. I didn't know what mom, like, that shit just pissed me all the way off. This pissed me all the way off. All right, so we're gonna jump up out of here. I'm kind of done. I wanted to get my point. I want to get my point off. And listen, I know y'all don't feel it because y'all don't have no humanity, and God stopped talking to y'all a long fucking time ago. You are setting yourselves up for what is to come. And I guess I love that for y'all. I'm out. Yeah.